My name is Kenji Oyama, Representative Director and President of Broadleaf Co. Limited. Thank you for joining in our corporate briefing today. Next, I would like to explain our medium-term management plan starting in 2022. Skipping one page, please refer to page 19. First, I would like to briefly explain the background for formulating the new medium-term management plan. Exactly 1 year ago, although we did announce our management policy from the year 2021, we did not disclose our business plan because our main product, the cloud software .c series, was not yet released. The cloud software was released as a product in October 2021 and started to be available to customers in 2022. In consideration to this, we have updated the priority measures that we have been implementing since 2021 and formulated a new performance plan. Users will gradually transition from conventional software to cloud software, and since we expect the transition to be completed by 2028, we have set the fiscal year ending December 2028 as the final year of our management plan. Next, I will explain the growth strategy for the midterm management plan, which can be seen on page 20. Our growth strategy is largely based on cloud penetration and expansion of services. The Broadleaf Cloud Platform is the common platform for the services we provide. Among these, efforts to increase the adoption rate of our mainstay service, the cloud software .c series, will be a key measure in the penetration of the cloud. Broadleaf Cloud Platform has various API settings, so it is possible to provide not only our services, but also third-party services, including software made by other companies, as a one-stop service. Thus, with cloud software at the core, our priority in service expansion is to enhance IT services that are indispensable to our customers' business operations. We will implement these priority measures from the perspective of two DX types. The first DX is to implement digital transformation for our customers and contribute to building a business infrastructure that leads to new value creation. The second DX is to collect and analyze data not only from software customers, but also from third parties on Broadleaf Cloud Platform, our unique cloud platform, and provide it again with our services. In other words, the data becomes the added value of the service, and from there, further data is accumulated to create an eco-cycle of data that becomes the source of further new value. We call this a data exchanger and use it the theme of our policy promotion. The next section is our performance plan displayed on page 21. We will continue to expand the functionality of our main product, the cloud software .c series, and expand the applicable range of customers and industries by 2023. Customers who are using conventional software will be able to transition to the cloud software when the lease expires. We wanted to show all our clients how much their business performance will grow once the transition is complete, as well as the time frame to that point. That is why we have set our business plan to continue until 2028. It is also notable to say that we expect to bottom out in 2022 as part of our business plan and return to profitability in 2024 to finally reach a new record high in 2026. And by 2028, when the transition to cloud is complete, we expect our operating margin to reach 40% along with the profit to grow to 8 billion yen. In addition, although we will have a final deficit for the first 2 years until 2023, there will be no shortage of equity capital, which means that equity financing to strengthen capital will not be necessary. On page 22, you can see a breakdown of revenue plan by business categories. In addition to cloud software, the cloud business also included the development of service from our Broadleaf Cloud Platform. The cloud business can be broadly categorized into platform service and software service. The cloud software .c series is a software service, or a SaaS. This is the driving force behind the growth of our cloud services. And we also have an existing business centered on the sales of conventional software. From 2022 to 2023, we will be in early stage of transitioning from the conventional business to the cloud-based one. And the scale of sales will be larger because the conventional business has a larger inflow of fixed sales. We will be transitioning to the cloud business, including this part, with the fixed inflow of sales, which will result in accelerated growth of the cloud business. Next, I would like to explain the growth process of the cloud business. The main component of a software service comprise of the cloud software .c series and various DX solutions, including Google Groupware. In addition to a certain number of users of the conventional software switching to cloud software every year, we intend to expand market share, thanks to the product's high competitiveness. As a result, the fixed sales inflow of conventional services will increase, contributing to a continuous increase in revenue. The green parts of the graph correspond to this, which drives sales growth. Then the sales of the ordering processing platform are added to this. In line with the transitioning to the cloud for software, we expect order processing platform to become more widespread, which we believe will lead to a standardization in the industry for transaction of automotive parts. Also, we are working to develop a new platform service based on Broadleaf cloud platform, which is not included in the sales plan. We hope you will look forward to these new services that will help with the growth according to the sales plan. Next, I would like to talk about revenue trends in our previous business, as seen on page 24. We expect to reduce the size of a conventional business as we transition to the cloud business. However, the decrease will not happen at all once, but rather gradually transition to sales relating to the cloud business over a certain period, as there are still various monthly sales of associated service of conventional software. Whether or not all business software will be converted to the cloud is yet to be determined, and we do not expect the sales of conventional software in our plan to reach zero. Although we also sell hardware such as PCs and servers as well as ledgers, PC sales are expected to decline with software transitioning to the cloud, along with the decline in sales of ledgers and printers due to the paperless trend. On the other hand, as device sales is a low profit margin business, we believe that transitioning to the cloud business is a measure that will accelerate profits, with it having a higher profit margin. Next, I would like to talk about our growth strategy, which is the penetration of cloud-based products. Please take a look at next page. As I explained earlier, sales of the .c series cloud software are the most important factor for achieving our sales plan. Therefore, we will closely monitor the degree of penetration of cloud software, and we are currently considering 4 key indicators to do so. The first is the cloud transition rate. This is the main determinant of the time frame. Other factors that determine the sales figures are the number of cloud software licenses, the average monthly license fees, and the churn rate. For these 4 indicators, we would like to inform you of the set values at a future point in time and disclose the actual results when they became available. Next, I would like to explain our efforts regarding cloud penetration rate. Please take a look at next page. Although the number of companies using our software is 38,000 in total, the cloud software .c series targets 33,000 of these companies in the 4 sectors of automotive industry: auto maintenance shop, auto body shop, auto parts dealers, and recycle shops. Of the 33,000 companies, 40% is expected to transition to cloud software by the end of 2024, which is the assumption for our sales plan for 2024. To achieve 40%, it is necessary to replace the conventional software with cloud software when the lease contract expires, and how much transition we can achieve during the replacement demand period that occurs every year will be the key. In this regard, we believe that our cloud software, which is more attractive as a product and easier to implement, will be adapted by almost all users unless there are special circumstances such as business closures. And this is considering that We have a repeat rate of over 95% among users who consider the transition from a conventional software. This is the reason why we have positioned the cloud penetration rate with a time-based indicator and will disclose the results when possible. Next, I would like to explain the number of licenses and their prices. The license system for the cloud software .c series is subject to change. For the conventional software, one license was required for each PC, but according to our findings, in most cases only one license was actually required for each company or store. Since the cloud software is a web application that is not bound to any particular device, it is licensed to each individual end user's ID account. This will change the concept of target customers from the number of companies or stores to the numbers of employees. There are more than 100,000 businesses in the 4 target industries, and the number of employees in those businesses is about 5 times the number of these businesses. Based on the premise of this change, we carefully studied the number of employees and the nature of job structure of each target company to optimize the price setting and expected sales volume. There are several types of licenses depending on the combination of industry and occupation, company size, other factors. And although the unit price varies for each license type, we expect to provide a total of 24,000 licenses by the end of 2024. The average monthly license fee for 2024 is calculated to be 23,000 yen. As for the numbers of license and the monthly price, we will disclose the results when possible. Next, I would like to offer additional details regarding the licensing system for the cloud. Please take a look at next page. As it is a web application not bound to any particular device, the license is granted to each individual end user's account ID. The basic package is set for each business type and introduced to each store. Although one person can use only the basic package, a role license, which is a license by position, will be adapted when necessary. In the diagram on the screen, 3 licenses are added to the basic package: a manager role, a mechanic role, and a front-end role for a total of 4 licenses. As you can see, we have changed the basic service from introducing 1 license per store, as in the past, to a cloud software where we grant a license to each employee. Due to this systematic change with the number of licenses, the number of licenses introduced per store will increase compared to the previous software. Next, I would like to explain the positioning of cloud software in our customer's business. Now let's go on to page 29. For the conventional software, I mentioned that the user repeat rate at the end of the lease contract was 95%. In other words, if we consider all users as a parameter, the churn rate throughout a year amounts to less than 1%. Cloud Software .c series is more than just an office system. It is positioned as an overall management system that is indispensable to the customer's business operation and is equipped with a variety of functions and services to support business development. Therefore, we believe that cloud software can be used for a longer period compared to conventional software. And that is the reason for the churn rate being extremely low. On the next page, you can view the additional information on why the service is positioned as an overall management system. The Cloud Software .c series can be firmly integrated and controlled with our company's system and external networks through the APIs of Broadleaf Cloud Platform. In other words, it will play a central role in the company's system. In addition, due to the learning effect of AI, it can learn the unique control patterns and processing details for each company, store, or ID and make them knowledgeable. As a result, knowledge that is important for continuous and efficient business operation is accumulated and can be shared within companies and stores. In this sense, it is positioned as an overall corporate management system. These are the elements of the management system that is the core of a customer's overall business from the perspective of our industry-specific package. So it is very difficult to compare them on an apple-to-apple basis with the previous systems. However, I think the most suitable expression to what I'm referring to here would be the ERP system. One of the features of the .c series is that it can be easily linked with other systems, and we believe that this will contribute to increasing the number of licenses and the unit price per customer. So this was the details in regards to a plan to promote the cloud's penetration. Next, I would like to explain our service expansion plan. Let's move on to page 31. As I mentioned earlier, our Broadleaf Cloud Platform's functions are based on micro-modules as required by IT system. This makes it very scalable, and by combining micro-modules, it can be implemented as a service. We can flexibly configure various software and offer them to our customers because of this configuration. We are also able to provide not only software, but also modular units, which can be used by third parties as APIs. For example, it can not only serve as the operating base for other companies' software, but also can link functions and data from our cloud software through APIs. Also, the systems development environment is based on a kit so that system development companies can develop add-ons to our cloud software. This will allow us to use the development resources of third-party system companies and thus meet the customization needs of our major customers. As data is collected from entities other than users of our software, the added value of the service is increased cyclically. With the affirmation architecture in place, we hope to develop new services starting from the Broadleaf Cloud Platform. Next, I would like to talk about our order processing platform as seen on page 32. One of our existing platform services is a platform for processing orders for auto repair parts. This service is used for transactions with automobile maintenance shops that are parts dealers, between two parts dealers, recycled automotive parts dealers, or even the recycled automotive parts dealers that want to start a transaction with a parts dealer. Although the customer usage rate is increasingly yearly, it remained at 28.4% at the end of 2021. Not only will it be included as a standard feature in the Cloud Software .c series this time, but it is also expected to be available with enhanced interoperability and operability. We also expect an increase to the frequency of use. In particular, we will start by offering the cloud software to vehicle examination change with high transaction volumes. The service has also spread to parts dealers, and we will strategically expand our business to additionally include small and medium-sized auto maintenance shops. In addition, compliance with the Electronic Book Storage Act will also serve as an opportunity to promote the digitization of trading transactions, and we will proceed to accelerate our earnings at an annual growth rate of 30% or more. As I mentioned earlier, the expansion of the previous system was very difficult as it was highly industry-specific. However, the expansion of the cloud system is very easy and makes data integration very simple. The new .c series is designed so that users can directly process orders from their normal operation screens without having to start an EDI system, making it easier to start transactions. This is unlike the previous system that required operation with the EDI for ordering processing. Next, I would like to describe the platform services for auto finance as seen on page 33. Discussions with Toyota Finance Corporation have been initiated in October 2021, and preparations are underway for the full-scale development of auto finance business. In addition, we will provide Toyota Finance Corporation financial services to automobile dealership which use our software, as well as auto maintenance and auto part businesses. Until now, only Toyota affiliated stores have been able to offer this service, but now Toyota's auto-related financial services will also be available to our customers' businesses, which are not affiliated to the firm. We are working to start providing the service in the first half of 2022. In addition, we would like to create a marketplace on the Broadleaf cloud platform with a wide range of auto finance services offered by various financial firms. We already have a large number of software users and their customers, many of whom are car owners, and we believe that the total number of transactions will increase as we diversify our financial products. We hope that investors and analysts will also pay attention to our auto finance business, which is not in the software domain but in a different domain from the IT market. So far, I have explained our key measures to achieve the sales plan. I would like to continue with an explanation of the management foundation for implementing our priority measures as seen on page 34. To drive both cloud penetration and service expansion, we need to strengthen not only our development and sales resources, but our internal infrastructure as well. Although we do not expect to be profitable in 2022 and 2023 from an accounting perspective, we would like to maintain our existing management resources to accelerate our growth in the future. Therefore, we do not plan to implement any restrictive measures, not only in terms of personnel, but also for existing businesses and assets, and we will continue to allocate capital with an emphasis on growth investments. At the same time, we will strive to maximize management efficiency through rigorous business management, and we ask for your understanding and support in this endeavor. Lastly, I would like to talk about our business environment and sustainability policy. Please refer to page 35. The automobility industry and related government bodies are undergoing major changes to tackle social issues such as climate change, environmental issues, and traffic accidents. A typical example of these efforts would be EV shift. We believe that these changes are positive in terms of our business environment. This is because as businesses in the automobility industry respond to change, IT investment that is represented by DX will only increase. Our customer companies remain in a position to continue supporting the infrastructure of the changing automotive society. Now let's move on to page 36. We will continue working to contribute to business continuity and creation. We also believe that our efforts to build a prosperous society together with our customers will lead to the enhancement of our corporate value. In our corporate activities, we will not only minimize our negative impact on the environment and society, but will also work with our customers to more actively promote activities that lead to solutions that address environmental and social issues. Next on page 37, you can see a summary of the relationship between our corporate activities and our sustainable development goals. Our business is to provide IT services to companies, or so to speak, play a supporting role. Therefore, although it is difficult to gain first-hand experience with environmental and social issues, we will continue our activities while always being aware of the relationship with these issues. I would like to conclude my explanation. Thank you for watching.